Welcome to Let's Play ENV, that's E-N-V. It is an interesting indie game that I was referred to. I know some other Let's Players have played it, but I saw well, at least the videos I had seen were of an older version that was less textured and was slightly different. It had a slightly different interface. It is still in development. This version is free on the website that there is a link in the description for, and only contains the one level that has been released so far. I am unsure of whether the full version will be free or not. The website was slightly vague on that point, or either that or I was just blind and didn't find it. But nonetheless, I thought this was an interesting game that deserved a bit of well, I was going to say a bit of publicity, but face it, nobody's watching this. But yeah, I mean, you know, every view helps. But the developer seems to have created a very interesting idea here, and I, for one, am fond of it. The graphics being not needing to be, you know, Skyrim level complex to create a sense of immersion. The frame rate is slightly low because I'm having to do a display capture again because the capture software didn't seem to want to behave with the game, which is programmed into a Unity environment. It does run very smoothly though. The idea here is, like the opening caption vaguely states, there is a wave coming. Perhaps you can survive long enough to see it. Note, the wave is purple also. You see in the top left, I have a food and a tech bar. Those little green spheres. Oh, there's one. Food, 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 food. You lose if your food bar reaches 0. And if you fall in like I just did, don't drown. Bad idea. You lose if your food bar reaches 0. Also of note, in the older version that I've seen people play, the jump height was much lower to start with, like below Mario levels of jumping. Like, this was about the starting jump. But each tech you pick up, which are those yellow cylinders, will also further increase your jump height. I am glad the designer decided to increase the base jump height though, because that is very useful. Also, the food blobs will, you notice that one turned slightly darker when I approached it. Over time, they lose their bright green, fun green color, and will turn a reddish color, like this one over here has done. These are bad food. Eating them reduces your food bar. That one only reduced it by a little bit. I'm not sure if it's random or not. I've yet to find a pattern to how much increase in food you get. It's either random, or the less food you have, the more it gives you. I'm going to go with probably random. I've had one of the red ones reduce me from full to half food bar though, so I suggest avoiding them. I know there's a food right to the right of me though, but it was going in a hole and I'm not going with it. But the point of the game being to survive until the wave hits. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple concept. Very immersive, especially with headsets. You do get full directional sound, so you can hear the beams and everything and tell which direction it's coming from. That roaring in the background, though, is the sound of the wave. It changes left and right here as I turn. It's also, I think that's the sound of the beam going. I feel like that might actually be fairly loud, though. So how is that? to do this in the middle of a video. Yep, okay. Just fixing the volume level. I just remembered I had upped the volume last night while playing a game with somebody. Recently got a hold of a copy of Diablo 3 and was kind of playing around with that. Also had a bad recording event with this when I tried to record a few minutes and found out that it was recording audio but no video. That's always fun. Nothing interesting happened aside from me falling off the edge a few times. The movement of the lasers and those spheres is random, so no two games will be alike. Once in a while, you'll have a really easy time finding food, and the next time you might have a string of like really bad fails. It also depends on whether you can keep track of that silver thing, because you know, that's where the food's coming from, and it's a good plan to chase it. Tech. I have 3 techs. I'm doing good. The more techs you can get, the better. Because having a super anti-grav jump is quite useful later. As more and more of the level gets tore up, it helps to be able to jump over the holes. Trying to follow the silver ball, I thought it was coming this direction. It's got very... Will you make up your mind? I almost jumped over the pit for you. Food, 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 food! Woohoo! Almost rolled off a cliff. More food. More food. Feed the fox. Food, 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 food. No! No, no. Yes. I'm not gonna get that one! Don't fall in between cracks. Also notice the wave is getting much larger and much closer. It slightly wraps. It looks like it wraps around the horizon. It's a flat wave. Not to be confused with sine waves, which are something from trigonometry. Unless you enjoyed trigonometry, you've probably just had a painful flashback. That was a joke. I've got nothing against trigonometry. Ooh, another tech. I'm really doing good with the text this time. Look at that jump. Jump so high into sky like a fly. I ran out of things that rhyme. Food. Maybe survival isn't our only goal. Maybe we can use their inefficiency like a bridge to reach out to them, to destroy them. And this is where the second part of the game, the purple wave has hit and the landscape has turned purple, and now there's a red wave in the background. And you'll notice the heads-up display has changed. You no longer have a food bar. No need to worry with food. You now have a bomb bar, though. Mine has 7 bombs and then 3 targets. Take a guess what the targets are. Use their inefficiency like a bridge. Notice they're not able to consume all of the terrain they suck up. Hint, hint, hint. And I'm gonna hope that I have enough... Nope. Depending on how much tech you collected in the first segment, this and the random placement of the land pieces, this next part may or may not be hard, and sometimes you have to kind of coax them into pulling land in the direction you need them to. Also, if they catch you in one of their beams during this climb, it will not end well. Either you'll lose from the beam, or you can get launched out of the game itself. There's an invisible wall around the... I'm calling it an invisible wall. I got launched out of it and into the sky, and I could not get back to the game map. It kept me pushed away. This part can be frustrating depending on the placement of blocks. There's some food down there. Is there any benefit to me grabbing that? Nope. There's a steps. There's some blocks I can use over here. Yeah, it kind of becomes a find a safe path you can use to get up to them. And it's also a good thing to be patient. Both in games and in life. Fortune Cookie Fox. Yeah, this part can be a little... Again, depending on the placement of blocks, it can be fun or seem a bit slow, and I'm guessing for the viewers it's likely more the latter. Let's see if I can make this jump. Yes, I made the jump. No! Don't aim this direction. Go away. Look, there's something more fun behind you. Please stick to it. Oh. That's not a safe place for long. I used 2 bombs just in case it moved. You only need to land 1 bomb on it. I didn't expect the first one to lodge itself in it, though. The second one fell off and did that. Yes, the bombs will affect the terrain. Notice there are now 2 beams and 2 targets. And I am, for the sake of calm, letting myself go all the way back down. Before there's pieces of the ship trapped in the terrain. That's nice. Come on! Yes! I'm gonna try and aim for that one next if I can. And if I can't, we'll find out. Oh yeah, there seems to be a nice path for that one. The older version of the game stopped after surviving 6 minutes to the wave crash. This part was added. This part had already been added by the time I got here, so I've never played the previous version. Okay. Also, yeah, that's a bad thing if it decides to fire. I don't want to lose here. I also don't want to fall in the water. How about that? Can I land on that? Can I land on that? Yes! It's always been one of my complaints about the 3D first-person perspective. You can't seem to look directly down. Why are you over the water anyway? If I can land on this one block here, and then jump! Because it tried to... I've got to make it back to the land, back to the land, back to the land, back to the land, back to the land. Run, 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 run. Well, run in midair, you fly. Yes. Oh man, look at the terrain. Imagine a, whoa, that wave is getting close. I just now noticed that. I didn't think the red wave moved. We're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine, and the machine is bleeding to death. I've never gotten that message before. Whoa. Whoa! The terrain changed again. Oh. The third one died? Well, now what? Oh. Huh. I've never gotten that message before. Okay, last time I played it, I blew up all 3 of the machines before the second wave hit. Which is, the game still thinks the 3rd ship is there and appears to still be running that laser around. But, the full game release will have multiple levels. There is a video teasing the different levels on their website. It looks like it has a lot of potential, levels ranging from space to the homeworld of these ships. I'm avoiding using the word alien because it's not clear. Although I guess the word homeworld doesn't help my case there. But yeah, there's some very interesting levels in the video. I really like the different types of platforming I see. Also, there's one with buildings that looks very interesting. But yeah, this appears to be the end of the current game. I'm not sure why I didn't need to blow up the 3rd one, but well, I'm gonna roll with it. See you in the next game.